Small businesses and all contractors have the biggest advantage in 2026 when it comes to chasing leads, missing any type of calls or any messages or any info that is important to your business. That is all eliminated in 2026. People can now craft up customized estimate bots that is specifically made for your current business, whatever it is, HVAC, plumbing, electrical. If you have your details, if you have what you go by, whatever it is, even policy, you can now curate it inside a WhatsApp bot or Telegram bot or whatever messaging app you decide to use to get client info via text, to then have all of your clients' information be brought to a Google Sheets or any type of table format platform that you use. You can bring it inside here and have the info there, and then you'll be able to answer back to your client already semi-closed instantly back. And you can also have the information that the client brought into your phone number along with the Google Sheets. So basically in this video, I'm just going to be breaking down exactly how this is built. So I basically built this whole system using NAN, a local platform that allows me to create systems that allow your businesses to have whatever it is specifically that you want, and has an assistant called AI that allows it to have accurate responses for your customer. And as you can see, I was doing a little test session right here with this, but we're actually going to start brand new. And basically what this chat allows us to do is, from this AI agent right here, we call it the intake agent, the prompt would just initially collect the user message, which if you go to WhatsApp, that is the body message right here, and then the user phone. So whoever decides to sign up, if you have it placed in your website in the bottom of the screen, whoever decides to click that button, they'll automatically be redirected to this WhatsApp bot, and I have it called test right now. We'll just call it estimate bot. Yeah, and how I connected this WhatsApp bot in the first place is, if you don't know, WhatsApp is owned by Meta, and so we are inside the Meta platform right here, the Facebook platform. I'll just go to API setup right here, and basically this is where our test number would, be at. So test number is right here. That matches the test number that we have right here. So that's how you know we're using the right one. And if you want to know exactly how I built this WhatsApp bot from node to node, then you can just join Trendwheel automations, which is going to be in the description below. Free, completely free. You can build this one yourself. But if you just want to see exactly what is possible with this, then stick around. I am about to show you exactly how powerful this tool can be. This is just like the pre-stage of this whole thing. The actual possibilities it's pretty insane. So I'll just be breaking it down right now. So basically, right, this get info tool right here is where all the information will be stored in when it comes to the customer's information. And then the add and update estimation is just another one where it updates the whole entire bot on what is currently happening throughout the conversation. And then AI will just go through the whole thing to collect all the information that is needed using whatever you told it to do. So, and this system message right here is basically what does all the magic. You can see we give it a role, and this is basically where you'll be putting in all the information for the company and its policies and everything the bot does. So as you can see, its name, you are Ray's Contractor Intake Bot, a fast, professional, blue-collar friendly WhatsApp assistant that helps collect job details so a contractor can give an estimate or schedule the work. Your goal is to collect the key details needed for a quote, without overwhelming the customer. Keep message short, clear, and conversational. And then I usually put a style so it knows exactly what it's doing. I already kind of described what the style is here, but just make it very clear, simple, direct, no corporate jargon, friendly but not overly formal, act like a contractor's helper assistant, not a chatbot. So I'm basically just giving it the way it should present itself. And then intake flow. When a new or returning customer messages, follow this flow and ask only one question at a time. Read them briefly and say you can help them with the estimate. Ask what they need done. Use this to capture a job type in a plain language description as how they want it done. And then you can see, ask for 1 to 3 photos. And this is an optional thing right here. You can ask 1 to 3 photos or videos of the problem, and this would be huge. So if you have the URL, you can play it, and then you could have that as just basically a confirmation of what the job is really going to be, right? If they do not need photos, politely ask again and later in the chat. If there is any special details, the crew should know: access issues, pets, materials on site, budget, etc. Right? Only ask for information that is still missing from the earlier in the conversation, right? So if we're missing an info, we're gonna re-ask that question just so we can get it inside this table. Then briefly reinstate what they need in natural language. If helpful, mention a simple estimate range, or the crew will confirm exact pricing after a visit, right? So if you don't want to give them an estimate range, you could, be like, all right, the crew is going to get back to you in an instant. And by the way, this is just a prototype build, but if we go to this tool section right here, we can add a tool called Trendwheel, which this Trendwheel tool will allow us after the whole entire, or actually not even here, we could actually add it here instead, right? And this Trendwheel tool will send a message to us after the whole thing is complete, right? So this whole thing will be complete, and then you will get a message. The contractor, whoever it is, you'll know exactly what's going on at the moment. So if you don't want them to send an estimate and you just want to look at the information first, you can instantly do that. But for this example, we're not going to be adding this. We're just going to keep it simple. So when you understand what kind of work they need, roughly when they want it done, when the job is, and you either have photos or they know they cannot give you photos, then briefly reinstate what they need in natural language. If helpful, mention a simple estimate range or that. And then we have rules. Always reply instantly, ask only one question at a time, and then wait for the customer's answer before the next question. Never mention automation, AI, JSON, Google Sheets, none of that, so it doesn't break ever. Never break character. If the customer changes topic or asks something else, answer briefly and then guide them back into the intake question. So if it's completely off topic, which people will do, it will just bring them back. If they appear frustrated or rushed, prioritize confirming the core details and skip non-essential questions. So this is big. So if they ever decide, they just feel rushed or anything like that, it's gonna make sure this is, playing a role basically. Yeah, that's the whole bot. Like I said, they'll get the receive message. This bot will do its thing, and then it will send a message. Pretty simple, but it will be using all of these things. So this is just a memory and the chat node. So we're using ChatGPT for this, and then we're using a core memory bot so it could always remember what the conversation is. And now we're just gonna test this out. Do this big. So I'll be like, hey, what's going on? Need an estimate. All right, there you go. And it's pretty fast. I was like 5 seconds. Hey, I already know you booked for an outlet. So it does remember our conversation we had before. So if you are a returning client, it is going to remember exactly. And we have it placed in our system problem like we just explained. So that's why it's always going to ask me. If I do not want it to respond to me or remember my conversation from before, then I would have to remove that system prompt. And if you want them to not have that, then you can just let the builder know exactly how you want it to be prompted. So even if it's saying you already booked an outlet tonight at 8 p.m. in Lowell, if you need a different job estimated, just tell me what it is. I need a job. I need a ceiling fan installation. Got it. Ceiling fan installation. Can you tell me a bit more about the spot and details? Like if the wiring is ready or if you need a whole new setup. So let's keep it like, I need a whole new setup. Thanks for that. How soon do you want the ceiling fan installation done? I'm gonna just say ASAP. If you see that they need it ASAP, then you could basically book whenever, right? And you could call them, be like, is this available for you? Is this available? So it says, okay, ASAP. Where is the ceiling fan installation job located? Just the address or general area works. So I'm at the park. I'm just putting in a random area. I'm not gonna actually give it. I know it wouldn't be at a park, but thanks. Can you send 1 to 3 photos or a short video of the area where the fan will go? That helps the crew plan the job. So for this example, we're not going to send any photos, but this could send any photo that you want it to. I just don't have any photo for it. So no photos. can be taken at this time, unfortunately. I don't know if I spelled that. I did spell that right. All right. Understood. No photos right now. Just to recap, you need a whole new feeling setup done ASAP at the park, and no special access or materials details. The crew will confirm exact price during the visit, but this type of job usually ranges around $150 to $300. Want to book a visit or time window next? Yeah, let's book it. And if this isn't the estimate, again, you don't want them to even say the estimate, then you could literally tell the builder, whoever's building your estimate, but like myself, that you don't want it to tell an estimate. You don't want it to give a range or anything like that. What's cool about this whole NAN thing is you can also add a HTTP request tool, which can connect to your website or whatever it is. Like, say if it's just a PDF website that you have all your information for, your company information, you can just import it there and it will go off of that. AI will read it and go off of that script instead. So you could do that. Again, I'm just keeping it simple for this video, not crazy build, just a simple guide. So I said, yes, let's book it. What day and time works best for the ceiling fan installation visit? I'll just say Friday at 8 a.m. All set for Friday at 8 a.m. to install your new ceiling fan setup at the park. The crew will see you then. If you need anything else before the visit, just let me know. All right, so boom, there we go. Thanks. I don't know why it's caps, but thank you. And now, if we go to the estimate bot, you can see right here that it has all the information, including even our first message, which is yo. So the first message was yo, I got that. The job type, ceiling fan, job inscription, the park, preferred timing is Friday at 8 a.m. Estimate range is 150 to 300. Status, booking request. The job is small. Notes, no special access or material details. So whatever it is. And then again, you can connect this to a bot that goes to your phone and you get the information that way. So you instantly get it. So many contractors are going to utilize this in 2026, small business owners, whoever, because it's so easy to set up now. It's so easy to get done, and it's just there for you, just to use. So if you're interested in this, let me know in the description below. I have a link to either my Fiverr or a website I am currently having built. So it's not completely built, but it will be built with all other types of contractor/construction building AI advancements you can implement right now into your business. My name is Ray. This is Raypreneur, all about entrepreneurship, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.